2, 1, go. Good Friday evening, everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley. We thank you for joining us here on The News Now, weather update here. And thankfully, we're seeing some much quieter conditions across the region. So however you're watching us, whether it's on your WTOC Facebook page, whether it's at WTOC.com, Amazon Fire TV, or your Roku app, we appreciate you. And if you have any questions or comments, go to our Facebook page, WTOC Facebook page. That's where you can go leave a question or comment about what we're going to be talking about here or what's going on with the weather coming up here as we go into the weekend. Let's take it back to this afternoon. A little bit active out here throughout areas of Chatham County. We had the confirmed tornado moving through parts of the Highway 80 area. It looks like it formed close to the Oatland Island area. This is the Islands Expressway. Here's Highway 80 here. This is Oatland Island, and it looks like the center kind of moved right over 80 into the over towards the I believe it's the Grays plantation area. I think that's what it's called. That little area right there, just to the north of Highway 80, crossing over and heading right over towards Coastal Middle School, Islands and Marsh Point Elementary, Coastal Middle School, and also Islands High School. Right over in that area, all those areas kind of receiving some of that damage out there, especially at Marsh Point Elementary, where we had some of the roof ripped off, it looked like. So that's where's the apparent tornado. We know we had the videos in here. National Weather Service has seen those videos saying, yes, it looks like a tornado. They're going to be sending out an assessment team coming up here tomorrow morning. The assessment team is going to look at all the damage, and then they're going to confirm how long the tornado was on the ground, how wide it is, and how much damage we had, because we have to wait for them to get the official estimate to see if we actually have straight line wind damage for some, or if it was actually tornado damage for everybody. But again, it looks like we had the video proof that there was a tornado. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to see exactly how long that path was actually on the ground. In any case, a lot of trees down, power outages, trees falling on homes, damage to the homes and sheds and cars out in that area here. Coastal Middle School, right next to that, Marsh Point Elementary, that's what had the roof ripped off. We have reports of a fence damage over at Islands High School, but no reports of any damage at the school itself or at Coastal Middle School, which is good news. But again, trees down all throughout that area. What prompted that was a lot of these thunderstorms producing outflow boundaries. These outflow boundaries kind of colliding with each other. And one was moving down from the north, another one was moving in from the west. And we got a brief little spin up over there. It didn't last all that long. Didn't look like any more than about 5 minutes or so. And that was about it. And we didn't have a warned storm. The National Weather Service was watching that system for possible rotation, but as they looked at it, they want to see that they get some rotation in there, and they want to see that it continues for a couple frames before they'd issue that tornado warning. And it lasted so suddenly, it ended, that they did not officially issue a warning out there. But we were watching that, posted it out on our Twitter page, week rotation seen over there along the island. Thankfully, all is quieter now. Just a little bit of shower activity down across parts of Glenn County, St. Simons Island, Jekyll Island, seeing a few showers. No thunderstorms, no warnings, no flood advisories or anything like that here for the rest of your Friday evening. But pretty impressive rain totals again for the areas which saw the thunderstorms. And that was basically right along the coastal regions, right through Bluffton, heading down into the Savannah region, then right down as you head into parts of Glenn County, where we had Doppler radar estimates over 2 to 2.5 inches of rain. And that did prompt a flood advisory for parts of Glenn County. We had one thunderstorm warning, actually two, but it was for the same storm at McIntosh County, then extended down into Glenn County. That was at about the 6 p.m. hour. As of right now, you're going back over the past 6 hours or so, we can see the line of storms worked in from the west. That's what we are watching here. We had this little thunderstorm develop right over the Hilton Head Island area back towards Bluffton, and then it kind of raced south. It was an odd little feature there that kind of developed southward as the line was working in from the west, and that was prompted all the severe weather which we had associated with that area. Thankfully, all gone now, clearing things out for a lot of inland areas, and I think it'll be actually pretty quiet as we go on through the rest of your Friday evening. So if you're heading out tonight, maybe date night still in place, or if you're heading out getting a late dinner, you'll be just fine. Temperatures are very warm, lots of upper 70s. One of the coolest readings If that rain cooled air down in Brunswick, 73, 76 Savannah. We're in the 80s still back towards Jessup and Swainsboro. Even Beaufort now at 80 degrees. Temps aren't going to cool all that much for tomorrow morning. We're going to start out your Saturday nice and dry. Temperatures in the mid-70s for the inland areas, upper 70s along the coast. And as we take you hour by hour, for the rest of this evening, again, there's your timestamp going into 10 o'clock. We are quiet, even though showers ending down along parts of Glenn County. Should be dry as we head through your midnight hour and into the overnight. Might see a little bit of patchy fog trying to develop in here for tomorrow morning. But other than that, I think we're going to keep it pretty quiet. A little bit lower rain chances coming up for your Saturday. So if you have outdoor plans tomorrow, I think you're going to be just fine, although, again, we can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm or shower developing. So if you got your First Alert weather app, just go ahead and periodically just keep an eye on the radar. See what's developing out there. See if there's any showers or storms developing, and you can track that and plan out the rest of your afternoon and evening. Now, we're going to have highs in the low to mid-90s. So it'll be hot. Keep yourself hydrated tomorrow. Look at the better chance for a shower or storm coming up Sunday afternoon. Still scattered in nature, so not everybody's going to see the rain. I think we'll just have a little bit better chance for seeing some more afternoon showers and storms. And we keep those rain chances at about 50 to 60% all next week. That'll keep us with a lot more clouds. Better afternoon storm chances means a little cooler temperatures out there as well. Upper 80s into the lower 90s for highs, which is actually below average. Normal high this time of the year, right at 93. Again, I think that's what we're going to be up there for tomorrow. So that's a look at your weather. Again, if you have any questions or comments, go to our WTOC Facebook page. I'm going to go back over and take a look at and answer some of those comments. Until then, we're going to be live coming up here with more storm damage coming up here for the news at 11. We had some great video sent in of the tornadoes. I want to show you this before we go. Actually, I forgot about this. Drone video. We took it right here from WTOC. If we can run that drone video, this was taken right over the Whitmarsh Island area, and you can see a lot of the trees down in that area. Some of those trees falling on the tops of buildings out there. And there it is. It looks like as you're approaching Highway 80 right there, you see in the background there, I believe as you're getting over towards Coastal Middle School, actually is in the background, a little bit further back there. But we had to look at those big old 4 trees in a row right near the church over there on Highway 80. Again, very strong winds knocking down those trees. And again, we'll wait and see exactly how long that tornado was on the ground for Whitmarsh Island and Oatland Island, as the National Weather Service team will be out there to investigate. And that was right there on Oatland Island. You see the damage to that house right on the marsh out there, taking the roof off, a lot of that. And unfortunately, that was a scene for many locations out there along that area as that tornado kind of moved through the area. So we're going to have more of that video. Again, you can go to our WTOC.com page. We have more video on there. We have more pictures that you all sent in. So it's a great place to get information if you want to check all that out and see what's going on with that. Until then, time right now is 9:13. We're going to be coming up live for you at The News at 11. Have yourself a great, happy, and safe Friday evening.